Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video today. I know somebody had pointed out whenever you are, it doesn't make any sense, right? I'm going to explain that to you, okay? I'm trying to say whenever you are watching this video, thank you for watching my videos. Well, I mean, really? Come on. Okay. So, Inti, I want to hear from you. How's the sound over there? Have you,
I tell you
is it
right now
started?
because even I have to see the ads. Hello everyone.
So you gotta wait for the ads to go through.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you gotta get the premium version of YouTube. So, anyways, yeah, we're here live from Santiago, Chile, and
The audio
today,
is very low.
yeah,
Yes.
very loud. Okay, good. I am very low. You mean not loud? Okay. So hang on, let me just turn it up a bit. How about right about now? How's that sound?
Let's see.
Okay, let's hopefully that sounds a lot better. Um, so, anyways, let's talk about what we're gonna be talking about today. We're gonna be talking about first, doing some chart analysis, both on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the reason why I want to do Ethereum was for DeFi projects. Another thing is I want to talk about what's happening with the U.S. dollar. How like 1.5 trillion dollars in $100 notes have disappeared, and yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Also, I want to talk about the FUD, about how double spend is possible on the Bitcoin network. I mean, ridiculous, whatever. But we're going to talk about that today in today's shows. And of course, right, with Inti, he's going to be reading your comments and looking for questions that you want to have answered. And we will do that at the end of the show. So say hi, Inti.
Hello everyone.
Yeah, so yeah, he's there waiting for your questions. All right, let's start off with our technical analysis for today. All right, so I'm going to just bring up this chart here.
Hey, shout out to Ivan on Twitch that is on the chat right now.
Oh, yeah, Ivan on deck. How you doing, man? Thanks. Yeah, everyone hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button as well, please. And you know what, the bell notification icon. I'm sure uh, YouTube is doing some sort of analysis on how many people are subscribed and how many people hit the bell icon. So do both for us if you don't mind that. So moving right along, let's take a look at the long-term picture, right? I'm looking at Bitcoin, and yeah, at the weekly on the weekly diagram, we can see that we are busting out really fast. We came up to the 61.8, had to take a pause, backed off of it, and then we just went, okay, yeah, we're going through that mother, and so yeah, I think that we've got a little bit more room here to go. I think might be a little bit too late to get into a trade. If we take a look at let's just see if we can get look for a bot trade here. That basically an AB equals CD. Um, is most likely what we might be seeing going forward here. And yeah, let me just move the mic over here so you guys can hear me clearly. I'm using headphones so that I could notice a slight difference, whenever I turn my head and move around, so that I can improve the sound quality. So I'm looking out for you guys, so don't worry about it. So that's why I've got headphones on today. Um, yeah, so let's just try to duplicate this right here. I'm going to move this down so it doesn't disappear on me. Clone, and then we're gonna move this. I should make it a different color because I don't like red. Red means like down, and this is definitely going up. And so what we could do is an AB equals CD that takes us all the way up to, wow, nice. Gotta like that. Is that a breakout level? Let's see, 8,300. But that's a trade location. Yeah, that looks like we break through this huge resistance here and get up to the 8,000 level. So that's a positive sign, and we might be able to even break up further. depending on what the market wants to do. Let's go see here. I want to take a look at different trend lines. Let's see here. Where would we have a nice trend line that's, I would say this trend line. Most people have this longer term trend line from here
Thanks to Adler Gabriel for the super chat.
to here. Oh, thank you very much for the $10. I really appreciate it. All right, so yeah, I would say we'd have to come up here to the, let's see here. What is that, the 8,000 level? Yeah, it looks like we could, wow. If we break up to this particular level of 8,300, and we don't have to do it this week. You could do it next week, and that's like a little bit less, but yeah, that could, that if we could break through that, that would definitely signal another bull run. So that would be great. But I don't think so. I think Bitcoin's got a lot of resistance here. Then at the 8,000 level, I think it's going to be a lot of resistance to get up to this line here, and then I think it'll peter out and then retest this level down here. Of course, we've got a gap in the CME futures here, so don't be surprised if we just quickly test it at least and then go higher. That would always be a positive sign if it did that. But if it just went straight up higher, then that's a negative sign, and we could come all the way back down here to test this guy who said no more down and bought this market up. All right. With that said, I really think that for a trade, there's not much you can do. I've got there's the 3 drives here on a shorter time frame that says, hey, we're gonna go higher, but I think this trade was done because once I saw this and I was like looking for a trade yesterday and in this level, and I just had none of my trading plans could have worked with this. With this time for any time frames. When I was looking at this, I was like looking for some way to get in and along here, and I just couldn't find anything in my trading plans to get me in a long. Even though I felt for sure that we were going to go for a long, there was nothing I could find to get me there. So I had to let it go and watch the market just take off. Sad, but you know what? Sometimes that's what a trader has to do. He's got to sit on his hands sometimes. And yeah, so with that said, today, for the next few days, if you're interested in trading, right, you want to play around with just trading somebody else's money, why not do that? Why not use another person? Hey, Ivan, thank you for the, I don't know, SEK, whatever that is. That I guess that's your local currency. Appreciate it. As you know, they're giving away a lot of different bonuses, up to like $290. And you know what? If you guys can just trade a small amount, not bet the farm, always make sure that your bets are like $50 worth, right? And how do you do that? It's really simple. I think I have a video somewhere where I explain exactly how to just spend $50. Like your stop loss will take you out at only $50 as your loss, and then if you'd only lose their money, who cares, right? So if you want to play around with trading and want to learn how to trade, I would suggest you take a course and learn how to trade, and then use their own money, right? The free money that they give you to do trades so that losses don't hurt you. And make sure that you don't, whenever you make a trade, right, with $290, start off with just a $50 or $40 loss as your maximum, or even go down to $25 so that you could have more lost trades. And then if you do make money when trading, right, you could always be trading with somebody else's money once you build up a large enough count. So check out my link in the description below to join Bybit if you're interested in doing that.
Oh my god, thanks to TW for the appreciation and to MM Crypto, man. Look.
Yeah, thank you guys, both of you, for sending a little bit of donation there. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so moving on, let's talk about Ethereum. The reason why I want to talk about Ethereum is because I'm really excited about all the DeFi projects that are going on in Ethereum. And the one of the exciting DeFi projects is the MakerDAO. And now I'm considering, actually, because it's at such a low bottom, I wanted to get a little bit lower. Right, I had like an alarm to tell me, hey, this is low enough, right? And but it's came really close at 100. It's right at close to $114, right? I wanted it to get a little bit lower than that, but that's okay. But think about this: if you guys have a lot of Bitcoin, or a lot of Ethereum, think about putting a little bit into Ethereum, or taking a little bit of your money, and not a whole lot, because you know what, this is a new project, right? So I would say maximum 20% of your whole portfolio into this idea. And because, well, not because somebody's going to steal your money. It's just that, you know what, the system is very new. We don't know if there's some sort of hole in it and stuff like that. But I think it will definitely work out. I think should work out. So, but you know what? There's always that percentage risk, right? And so there's enough risk there to not go all in on this. So what I'm talking about is that the DeFi project MakerDAO, and borrowing some of your money back, right? Holding some in Ethereum and borrowing it back to go buy Bitcoin or more Ethereum if you like. And this way, right, you get a double whammy, right? When Ethereum goes up, because it's at the bottom here. I mean, Ethereum loves to bottom in Christmas time, so this is a gift. This is a gift that keeps on giving from Santa Claus right here. You got cheap Ethereum, so you might as well buy a little bit of Ethereum and with your portfolio, and then switch it to use the MakerDAO to get. I would not go more than 50%, of course, but I think we're at the low enough price that 50% is. I think 50% is the maximum you can do. But to getting 50% of whatever you invest and putting it back into Bitcoin gives you a little bit of an extra oomph, right? Or putting it back to Ethereum, because where there's just, I don't see this thing going to like $50. I don't see this going like past the last all-time low. It's unlikely. It's possible, but so unlikely that I have to go into some sort of DeFi project and gain some sort of advantage. Now, you could always go, nah, you know what, Davinci, I'm still nervous about this. I don't know if this is gonna work out, and that's fine. You could always just wait for Ethereum to break this trend line. That would probably be the smarter move, I think, and you'll get a little bit more cash bang out of your bucks, right? Because there's no like clear uptrend here. There's only a straight downtrend. Is it gonna switch around? I really think so, but there's no 100% guarantee. And this will improve your odds of it turning around should it break through this general trend line here. And then, you could always just wait for a W action here to really get some more power out of that. Because if we get a Wing action on this other side of the trend line, take a look at this. We are in a nice buying zone for Ethereum right here, right? Anywhere you buy Ethereum to hold for long term in this area is a good buy. Here, let me just switch the color on that. I'm trying to find the color palettes. There it is. Right, I want to switch it to green. Oops, that's the outside line. And there we go, green. In here is the golden zone, man. I mean, we are here at the cheap, like a Christmas sale here for Ethereum. So if you're not even interested in like the MakerDAO, buying this at this low price and selling half on the double, whether it's in dollars or in Bitcoin, this is going to be an easy win coming in the next few months. So, yeah, this is I've already picked up some more Ethereum, and I'm going to work on actually using that to increase my using that to use what's it called, MakerDAO, and borrow against my Ethereum to maybe even increase it even that much more. All right. With that said, let's move on to let's see here. What's going on with these dollars that have disappeared? So Steven Mnuchin, right, the Treasury Secretary, signs all the U.S. dollar bills, right? He came out to explain why 1.5 trillion dollars in USD $100 bills have disappeared. Now, at first I was looking at this and thinking, wow, they lost more money and they don't know where it is. I thought they actually like printed it out and then went, whoops, somebody got that stuff, that money, and I don't know where it is. No, this is basically these are legitimate $100. They didn't like accidentally like drop it somewhere and forgot where it went. Basically, they were keeping track of where the dollars are, and they don't know where those $100 are. They're just sitting around and not moving around, and that's part of the what's it called, the problem that the Federal Reserve is nervous about, is that the money velocity has dropped to 1. I should have brought that up actually. Now that I think about it, but let's just see if we can bring up the velocity of the Federal Reserve's Federal Reserve velocity of money. Okay, there we go. So let's see if they have the latest information. Oh, what the hell? No? Yes, no, maybe so? Oh, darn. Let's see here. M2, M1 money stock. Let's go with the M1 money stock. So that one's, I remember this, well, this one's at 5. This is the lower cash. But everything's dropping off, right? What you're seeing here is a massive drop in the velocity of money. People are not spending the money. And when money's not being moved around, because we're on a debt-based system, it people are not able to pay off their debts because they can't collect rents to pay the debts because people are not spending. And so let's take a look at the M2 stock. Oh, darn. I think that's broken. I think they broke that on purpose, because I remember seeing that was as low as 1. Oh, this was like so this is the MZM money stock. What is that? I'm gonna have to. I thought that was. Maybe it's M0. Yeah, it's M0. M0 is the is like just the cash, actual physical cash, and you can see the physical cash is actually at less than 2. Less than 2 is really bad, meaning that people are just taking the cash and hoarding it. And that's clear with the worldwide negative interest rates of 18 trillion dollars worth of debt is in negative. It just makes sense to just buy dollars and hide it. And so that's what's going on with that. Now, recently, let's head over to what's going on with Roger Ver's latest publicity stunt, if you ask me. Is that he's saying that Bitcoin has a double spend problem. Well, you can say that, but it's not true. If a business decides to accept a Bitcoin transaction with no confirmations, they are subjected to a double spend, and this has existed well before, in the very beginning of Bitcoin. If you send out a transaction, you send out another transaction with a higher fee, obviously the one with the higher fee is going to actually get confirmed. and this is how you would double spend. Now, this feature of was added because of that. That's a possibility. Might as well, and they're not going to fix that. They're just going to say, okay, well, just wait for confirmations. So it only made sense to add the replace by fee feature onto Bitcoin, and so that's a feature actually. And any business should really just wait for one confirmation. And if you want to sell coffee or something like that, I think you should switch to Lightning Network. It's a little early for that, of course. In my opinion, I've been playing with the Lightning Network, and I'm having a real difficult time trying to get this thing to work properly. Mostly because I haven't looked really really deep at it, and so I just haven't had the time because I am building software, doing these videos, and then 10 other projects as well keep popping up, and so it's really difficult for me to keep up with the Lightning Network. So anyways, yeah, this attack, Bitcoin attack revealed, is kind of disingenuous, right, of the Bitcoin Cash community. It's pretty pathetic, right, for us to be fighting like this. But whatever, that's how they want to play. Yeah, guys, you're wrong. You're playing nasty. You're playing dirty. Just talk about how great your product is, what advantages you have, and don't play dirty, right? Yeah, sure, great. You're designed to play a cash settlement layer, whilst Bitcoin is not a cash settlement layer. You understand that, you know that. Why don't you just say that instead of alarming people with your nonsense? Bitcoin is not a cash settlement layer. It is a value settlement layer. So just leave it at that. All right. So with that said, let's head on over to our question and answer period for the evening.
So
Inti, what do you got for us?
okay. So we have Diner Robert says that Bitcoin adoption is failed. What do you think about that?
Oh, okay. What's the criteria for failure in your opinion? For me, as a person who's been into Bitcoin, been around with Bitcoin network since 2011, and when everybody would tell me that I was crazy and everybody thought that I had lost my mind, uh, from that point to here, that doesn't seem like a failure. That seems like a huge, ginormous success. Where more people understand the system, and more people are understanding the system. And on top of that, we have the banking system who was laughing their heads off back in 2011, 2012, 2013, just like whatever you with your toy currency, you go play in that corner. Now they're buying up our corner, okay? They're the ones who are going to be pushing the next bull run because they want to profit. They're going to be the ones saying, "Hey, you got to buy this thing and buy it from us in the next bull run," because they're going to be the ones selling it. All right, so this we are here in an adoption success. Because if I were to tell people back in the days that the banks are going to be selling crypto, they would have told me you're out of your mind. And you know that Germany is now going to be selling, their banks are going to be selling crypto to their clients. So yeah, there it is. Success. All right, next question.
Next question. Okay, this is from SBM Genseed. Genseed, sorry. When do you expect these altcoins to keep stop dumping? Even strong projects are not stopping of these dumping sats.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal out there. But I think we are seeing the bottom here. There will be probably a few more that go a bit lower in the next month or so. But It's coming February. I think you're gonna see some huge fireworks. Huge. I think not as spectacular as 2017, but you're gonna see something quite interesting in comparison to what we have seen in the last year. So yeah, look out for that. I think that's a high probability because normally that's the season for altcoins. No guarantees, of course, right from the management, but I really believe that this year is going to do well, very well for altcoins. I think we'll probably have two decent seasons for altcoins for 2020 coming up in the next decade, and then the decades to come. Man, we're gonna see some serious, serious stuff. Can't wait. I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait till 2021. Anyways, next question.
This is from Kwin Setman. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry.
Mhm.
Do you still think that it's more likely that we see new lows below 6.5k before the halving?
New lows before. Yes, it's still possible. But keep in mind, remember that there's somebody defending their buy order at 6,400. They loaded the boat there, and they might want to hold that. That they're now in profit. They might take a little bit of profits, but only to hold the line at a lower price. Let's see what they do. If they don't hold the line, we're going to see lower prices. Right? We have to wait and see, basically. That's all we can do. And hopefully it breaks out. Bitcoin continues this breakout. I don't think so, Bo.
Okay. So
Next question.
in it for the memes, ask. You can. Oh, I like this. You cannot make money trading with margin in long term. It's a fact. What do you think about that?
No, well, if you don't know how to use margin properly, yeah, that's true. But if you use margin properly, there's a lot of profitable margin traders out there. It's just about not taking massive risks, doing very very small bets, and making a lot of them because and following a system, a pattern of trading. So, for example, the little old lady method is just a pattern of trading that has serious success, has seen serious success, and same when it comes to trading. Like if you come up with a specific set of plans, a specific set of rules, and you start with small amounts of money that will not hurt you if you lose it, you'll see a profit, right? But you have to stick to those rules. You have to stick to the trading plan, and you have to do that on a consistent basis. And that's a lot of work, a work that people just don't do. So that's why bots do so well, right? Because there is no, they work 24/7, and there is no emotions, and they just do what the rules say, and that's it. And that's why they work. The same will apply if you were to do it on your own. You have to follow a set of rules, and you have to stick to those rules, and you have to trade by those rules all the time. Very difficult to do. Not everybody can pull it off, and that's why not everybody makes money in trading. So if you're one of those people that don't make money in trading, then just walk away. If you find that if you join that Bybit, and you get that $290 and you trade it and you lose all that $290, just walk away, right? Don't get sucked in and get wrecked, right? And that's it. That's all I got to say about that. I think that's pretty clear where it comes to trading.
Okay.
Inti,
Yes.
any more questions?
Yes, we have a really good one here. Okay, this is from Bart EK and says some estimations of BTC pool concentrations shows that China pools control over up to 80% of network hash rate. Don't you think that's a huge problem? Is Bitcoin really decentralized?
Controlling the hash rate does not give you control of Bitcoin. So, for example, let's just pretend that you have more than 51% of the hashing power. What can you do? Okay, well, you could effectively do a double spend with um, with a transaction placed in the block. So, for example, um, somebody buys a car and they only accept one confirmation, and then they double spend that back to them after the confirmation has been hit, and they have to be lucky at 51%. By the way, they have to be lucky enough to redo the block with the double spend back to them. There's no guarantee they'll be able to do that. And on top of that, if they do that, um, they'll destroy their ability to earn money, bitcoins, right? As you know, they put a significant amount of investment in not only real estate, but equipment and people and manpower, and they're going to destroy it by double spending. It just doesn't make any sense. So really, you don't have control over the Bitcoin network just because you have more than 51% of all mining power. You just don't. You have nothing really. And effectively, what will happen if for some stupid reason you decide to double spend, um, the software development team will find a way to kick you out, um, and just focus on the people that are on the network, the rest of the remaining people in the network, and you can continue with your own crappy Bitcoin clone that you can double spend all you want on. So I mean, it really there is no incentive to use your 51% hashing power at all because your control has no power, basically. So that's all I gotta say for that one. Next question.
Okay, this is a pretty common question, and says from Satguang 100. Do you think Bitcoin will one day lose its position as the largest market cap coin, number one coin?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, there's too many developers, there's too many businesses, too many companies that use for example, they don't have like Ethereum. They have only Bitcoin. I mean, there's just so much built up around the Bitcoin network that it's unlikely that some other cryptocurrency will have that kind of building of that kind of of network effect of basically advantage, first mover advantage. And so maybe Ethereum, because of unlimited supply that they're going to provide. Maybe Ethereum only gets up to the high market cap because there's a lot of coins, but not a lot. But their value per coin is a lot less. But yeah, so yeah, it's possible, right? I just don't see it actually happening. And I mean, it could happen for a short while, but then over time, I think any kind of altcoin will end up going back to its all-time low and doing the same thing that Bitcoin's doing, basically going straight up and then coming right back down, going straight up and coming right back down. So yeah, even if it does get a market cap higher than Bitcoin, it won't last. Alrighty, next question.
Okay, this is from Tauhid and ask, for the buyout 20% guarantee, do you know your client if you have to refund?
Will I know the client? Well, this is why we're gathering your information. We're putting together people, connecting your name, your Telegram group name, and or your email, right? In that bide to refund you the money, the 20% should bide out, default on their promises. Now, yeah. So if you haven't done so, right, please do so. Check out the videos. I'll I'll put a link in the description for this video, for that buy down video, where you can actually send your information about, basically just send us your transaction ID and how much you paid, and just make sure that you're not one of those people who didn't get a refund, right? If you got a refund and we find out, right, that's gonna look bad on you. Okay, so don't be a dick and and try to get the 20% when you already got a refund from the from BuyDAO. So don't be like that. But yeah, if you have those coins and you purchased BuyDAO tokens, yeah, please. In that time frame, of course, November 5th to the November 11th, you're eligible for 20% refund should they default on their promises by October 15th. And yeah, the video will be in the description. All right, next question.
Next question. Thoughts about Zcash from Sakari Adadi.
Sorry, what was that?
From Sakari Adadi, he or she asked about your thoughts about Zcash.
Zcash?
Yes.
Zcash, okay.
Zcash, okay, sorry.
Okay, Zcash. It was, yeah, that's, I think that was zero knowledge proofs coin, right? It had some serious potential, but it just died off, and I don't know what's going on with it. I thought it was going to be another Monero, but you know what? I'm willing to take a risk, even though I don't know what's going on with the development community around Zcash, and I'm willing to hold a little bit of Zcash and buy the bottom here, because I'm sure it's like, let's take a look at the chart of a Zcash. I'm sure it's like something like just devastated, right? ZEC, I think is ZEC is the ticker symbol, I think, and I'm gonna bring it up on here. Yeah, I mean, you can see that this thing just got crushed, just killed, destroyed. But I bet you if we bring up some volume information and bring up a little bit of trade charts and stuff like that, we can. Let me do it with just a little lady charting, so that there's not too much information and you guys get information overload here. Let's see here. We got, oh, that does not look good. Let's see here. Well, I mean, it's not the greatest. We are seeing a volume coming in a little bit, but I'm still not happy with. We're not seeing any kind of divergence in the volume profile. That would have been sweet if we can like got a new low, but the volume was a lot higher. But yeah, I'm still willing to take a risk on this. There is nothing happy here. I can tell you that much. There is no happy, joy. But maybe it's because of buying Bittrex. You know what? Bittrex has been, the volume has been coming off. But interesting. This is interesting. Yeah, the volume does look a little bit better here. So yeah, I would say the volume looks a lot better here. Let's go to dollars. What should we do? We should go to another exchange, but for next, something that has a lot of dollars. So we're at $29. I mean, you gotta think. Right, we're right back. Well, this is what cryptocurrencies love to do. They come back, especially altcoins. They come right back to where they were before they do another pop off. So will we come? I'll go back all the way to $800 for Zcash. Probably not. But will we go to like? Will we double from here? Maybe do like, I don't know, $100, $200. Let's see here. I would say, let's just say not $200, but let's just do a trade from here to here. So $86, right? Coming back up to the 61.8. That's that's at least a double, right? Maybe even we go a little bit higher and get to 90 and that's a triple. So, I mean, is that possible in the next year during an alt season? It's a walk in the park for alts, man. So yeah, I mean, it's worth the risk down here. We're nowhere near a top, and we're closer to a bottom, and we're probably even at the bottom when it comes to Zcash. So I'm more than happy to risk a little bit of capital on Zcash.
Okay, so we have a question of Paul B. As for your thoughts on Nano, pointing out that it is the best coin for peer-to-peer transactions. What do you think about that?
The best coin for peer-to-peer transactions. Every coin is the best coin for peer-to-peer transactions.
Yeah, he was also, he was also pointing out that it's more decentralized than Bitcoin.
Yeah, every coin is more decentralized than Bitcoin. They all say that.
Oh my god.
You can say it, but doesn't mean that's true. Okay, so I'm gonna move on from that nonsense. I mean, how do you mean you're more decentralized? What does that mean? What? There's more nodes. There's more people using the software. I mean, that's what means real decentralizations. I'm sure Bitcoin has more nodes than Nano. I'm sure Bitcoin has more users than Nano. I'm sure Bitcoin has more miners than Nano. Let's leave it at that. Next question.
Next, Alex Crypto. Davinci, at what price do you see the next Ethereum all-time high?
The next all-time high for Ethereum probably won't occur until hopefully they finish their upgrades, all their upgrades to Ethereum 2.0 at least by 2021. And I would say sometime in 2022 we'll see Ethereum's all-time high, is my guess. So just leave it at that.
Okay. So question.
One more question, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay. So this is from Martins and ask, what do you think of unstoppable domains?
Unstoppable domains. I think it's a little bit of a gimmick. I remember the reason why I feel that way is because Namecoin was designed to do exactly that, and it went nowhere. So these domains, unstoppable domains, they have to be more than just unstoppable domains where you can just grab a domain name and use them. If nobody uses them, if you grab up a bunch of domain names and nobody uses them, then what's the value of them? Nothing, right? And so then on top of that, what another problem is that now you have like Coke domain name, for example. Do you think Coca-Cola is going to want to go into that network? I forget what the top level name is. Let's just say it's like crypto. I can't remember what the TDC is, but let's just say that it's crypto, for example, and you purchase Coke.crypto, and no one can take it away from you. Well, that's great. Do you think Coke's going to bother to go into use any of those domain names? Not a chance. Do you think Microsoft.crypto? Do you think Microsoft is going to waste their money trying to buy the Microsoft.crypto? Maybe they might, but you know what? If there isn't anybody there, why should they? so yeah. I don't see the value of it really, and people are just buying up these domains, and I think they're wasting their money. They may be ending up wasting their money trying to buy these domains because they have to sell those domains they really have to get people on board, real businesses on board, and then have a compelling reason for businesses to go and use those domains. And so you could say, well, it's an unstoppable ability. No one can steal the domain from you. Well, currently, for businesses, they already have enough value with the current domain system. No one's going to steal it from them. So that's not good enough. Yeah. So that's that.
Davinci, can you do a little favor for me?
What's that?
Just about one more question.
Okay, one more question.
This is from Wardna.
Okay.
Okay, Wardna asks if are you still mining resistant coin, and if it's worth still mining it, because we haven't seen a spike to 7 cents and now it went back to 4 cents.
Yeah, I mean, did you like? Okay, so let's go back in time, and when Bitcoin had no value, and then people were mining it and watched it go from, there was a small bubble in the pennies area where they watched it go from 1 cent all the way to 13 cents and back down to 7 cents, and I guess they should have not bothered mining, right? So. I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen with the resistance. Will resistance be successful? Who knows? But you know what? The costs. What are your costs, right? I mean, you can use your computer. You turn it on. You leave it on. Who cares, right? If it turns out to be something, great. If not, you didn't lose a whole lot. You didn't lose a whole lot of electricity. Right, you didn't lose a whole lot of money on this, really. What the computer uses up, if you were to max it out, let's just say average computer 100 watts is one light bulb. Come on, that you left on all night. Like, let's get real. It's not a huge amount of money. Probably about what, like $3-4 a month. Like nothing. Let it go. Let it go. The mining issues, right? All right, with that said, right, thank you, everyone, for watching. I'm going to be placing a video up right up here. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. And see you when I see you. Take it easy.
Say Merry Christmas to the public,
Oh,
man.
yeah, that's right. Merry Christmas, Al.
Merry Christmas, everyone.